With Tom Holmoe here tonight on the Wise Guys. This game of football is giving you the high of highs, four-time WAC champion, four-time Super Bowl champion. It's also brought you to your knees. Head job at Cal didn't work out like you'd hoped. You become an associate director at BYU, associate athletic director in the middle of a firestorm where a lot of the head coaches dismissed, a number of others are out. And then 2005, you become the athletic director, and here you are getting ready for another season. So Blaine and I would like to know what it is about this love for this game that you have that has kept you through it all.
Believe me, that's what it is. I mean, it's just I love the game. I love the people that play it. And one of the things I've learned at BYU is, you know, I played football, baseball, basketball, and ran track when I was a kid growing up. And, you know, when you start concentrating on football in college and pro. But when I got to BYU, one of the things people asked me as a coach, I had failed as a coach, as a head coach. I felt that I had done a good job as an assistant, but as a head coach, I had failed. But when I got to BYU, the question was going to be for our family. Lavelle brought me back and said, hey, you need to come chill out at BYU.
Yeah.
You know, we'll see. You come here. It's your people. You'll give us something good, but after that, you determine what you want to do. And then, so people say, you want to coach, you want to get back into coaching. But when I was there, I got to know all the other athletes from the other sports, women's teams, men's team. And I found out it's just not the football team. All these kids are dynamite. They're strong, they're beautiful, they're courageous, they're vulnerable, they have highs, they have lows, they have dreams. Some of them have come from terrible situations. Some of them are going to make it, some of them aren't. And that was just like being on a team. Yeah. So I kind of put myself in a position to say, all right, I'm not going to be their coach, but I'm going to mentor a lot of these kids. And that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to spend more of my time than maybe some of my peers that are really, really good at compliance or business or fundraising or whatever, marketing. I didn't have any of those skills. So I just went back to Lavelle, and he hired a bunch of people to do that. So I hired a bunch of people.
We all learned that from Lavelle.
And then I spent the time that most of my time just connecting with the coaches and the players. And like, you know, like just, I'm going to go to, I don't know, I might go to 100 games this year.
Right.
When you add them all up and all the different sports. And every one of them will be my bliss. That's what I do. I love it.
And your wife's such a good sport because she's sitting right next to you.
And each one of our teams and each one of the sports brings a uniqueness to the kind of the acumen of that sport and what they need to do to fulfill it. But the leadership, the culture, all those things are the same in all the sports.